How come everybody has a Rainwater Game shirt except for me? Did you all go and buy his shirt?
Yeah.
No, he shipped them out to all of us for free.
All right, Mike, I just want you to clarify what just happened as we were about to go live with the countdown. What happened with the dogs?
The dogs shit under the Arcade1Up pinball tables.
So there is literally dog poo right next to you as we speak right now.
Yeah, the dogs dropped anchor under the pinball tables.
But did they? But not the AtGames, right? They the Arcade1Up.
Yeah, the Arcade1Up. The AtGames is upstairs.
Which pinball machines were they specifically?
Actually, believe it or not, Marvel, which is probably one of the better ones.
Well, you can't see the ball on the Marvel one.
Yeah, Lara doesn't. Lara prefers the Attack from Mars.
The ball's bigger.
Yeah, she likes big balls.
Guys, we haven't even really truly gone live yet, and the dogs are already dropping anchors underneath the Arcade1Up pinball machines. What else can happen tonight? We'll be right back.
What time is it? Game time! Woo!
What up, YouTube? It's your boys, Detroit Love, PDub, MichaelB The Game Genie, and Restalgia with another episode of the Super Game Room Dudes. Let's get it started.
Hey, happy Friday, everybody. Thanks as always for tuning in to the Super Game Room Dudes, your arcade and gaming podcast show. I, as always, am your host, Patrick, aka PDubs, and with me is Detroit Love, Restalgia, and we have a special surprise, guys. We have MichaelB The Game Genie. And Mike, do you want to politely introduce everybody to who is sitting to your right, my left?
Yes, everybody, this is my wife, my better half, my life partner, my friend, Mrs. Genie, or better known as Lara B.
Say hi, Lara. Everyone say hi to Mrs. Genie in the chat. Let's all give her a fond, warm welcome for joining the show.
The most patient woman in the universe.
That's the truth.
Well, we'll see how patient she is by the end of the show.
She's going to need a stronger drink.
As always, guys, we always kick off the show talking about the usual suspects. Who's the lurkers? Who's the guys who are always tuning in every week to the live show? Give us a shout out in the chat if you're here. Carl, who's in the live chat today? Who's our usual suspects?
Comment.
Shotgun Sean, Dylan J, Travis is in the house. Brad is there as always. What up, Brad? Candy V. Robert Bowling. Who else we got out here?
We got Travis.
Canty's in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Jolly Green, Adam,
Kev Gret, Kamla, Kev Gret, and Brad O'Connell have the wrenches. And as always, guys, with great power comes great responsibility. Don't forget that.
Meatballs, saucies in the house.
So, Lara, how did MichaelB talk you into coming on the show tonight? And are you excited? Have you ever watched the show before?
I try not to. I'm gonna be honest. All this takes up way too much of my life as it is.
And so it begins. Guys, we should just retitle this episode The Roast of MichaelB The Game Genie.
I am shady AF. Well, we were at Swiss Chalet having quarter chicken dinners.
Some of these are Americans. They don't know what Swiss Chalet is.
Well, hold on. That's how every good story starts. We were at Swiss Chalet, and we ordered the quarter chicken dinner.
That's right.
Well, we had a coupon.
Duke and Dawn.
And Scarlett is with my parents, and I don't really know what happened after that, and now I'm here.
Yeah, it's date night, and what better way to celebrate a night off with your wife than getting her to come on your gaming podcast show with you?
I can see that conversation. Hey, baby, how about tonight you come watch a podcast? In fact, how about you come beyond the podcast?
I don't even know what happened. I really don't.
Wouldn't you say that's pretty much the entire relationship so far?
He kind of asked me about it, and then he was texting you guys, and absolutely impossible to carry on a conversation with. And somehow I was now on the show, and there was a thumbnail.
Yeah, I made the thumbnail like rather quickly.
And here I am.
I had to lock it in. Make sure we were good to go. All right, guys, let's
finish my dinner.
Oh, Mike, you didn't let her finish her meal?
No, the thumbnail was made. I didn't even have my chicken finished.
Oh man, Carl, do you think that this might be the last episode for MichaelB? Is he leaving our show after this?
He's going to be leaving the show, but him and Mrs. Genie is going to have some good time, and guarantee you that.
Yeah. You know something, Carl? You look really, really relaxed to me tonight. I'm not seeing the fire, the energy. You look relaxed, and I think I know why. The Arcade1Up Projectorcade news came out, and Carl was so excited. He was so overwhelmed. He had no choice, guys. He had to go and spend the day at the spa and check out. Guys, this is Detroit Love. He's got the mask on. He's at the spa. He's getting nice and steamy. Nice and relaxed. He had to calm down because the Projectorcade excited him so much. So here's Carl at the spot. Carl, what the hell is going on here? Explain yourself.
I think it's pretty self-explanatory, man.
Yeah, you don't stay this beautiful this late in life all by itself, you know.
Is that real?
Yeah, that's real.
Is it real?
I mean, you talk about hot news. The Projectorcade is coming in hot.
Steamy
all right,
news.
Carl, what
That's
kind
a
of treatment
facial.
is that?
If that's the
I don't
cold
know.
steam, that's a good one. That's
Is it a cold
expensive
steam?
facial.
That was
Yeah,
my anniversary gift from my wife. So I just slept through the whole thing. So if there wasn't any video evidence, I wouldn't
let
know
me
what
get this straight. Oh, this is going to be so bad, and I'm so glad we're not monetized yet. But you asked your wife for a facial, and that's what you got?
Oh, Mike, come
I can't.
on, Mike.
I can't tell you.
It's way too far.
We have kids that
I can't
watch.
tell you what we got.
All right, guys. So let's kind of kick it off. So,
Restalgia's so uncomfortable right now.
I think Restalgia.
Oh, I'm not. I have so many comments I'm choosing not to say because, as PDubs said, there may be children watching.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. I apologize.
I don't think there's any children watching. I think that's an excuse.
All right. So a lot of guys are saying we need to get to the arcade and gaming news, guys. So let's get to the arcade and gaming news. And what better topic to kick off with than the Arcade1Up Projectorcade? And I think Restalgia, I think this one's all you, buddy. I know you've been eager to tell me all about this Projectorcade. And guys, let us know in the live chat with the unveiling of the Projectorcade by QVC, not by Arcade1Up themselves. What have your guys' reactions been now that you've had a few days to digest the information that has come out about this product? Let us know in the live chat. We'll start getting your comments on the screen.
$400.
Oh, yeah.
Restalgia,
US.
you kick it off and tell us what the heck is this product and what's going on.
I don't have a ton to say about this other than it's a big pile of hot garbage. It is like the worst product Arcade1Up has ever put out. I don't know. There's just so many things wrong with it. And not only are there so many things wrong with the product, there are so many things wrong with the marketing they did behind this. Do you have the video? Can you put the video up for me?
What is
Yeah, let's go full screen.
Just get me a video and find me a spot where they are, I don't know, it's like halfway through. Yeah, somewhere around here. And they have the game. I think it's Pac-Man displayed on the wall. Just get me to that point. Yeah, stop right there. They didn't even adjust the keystone on this. Like, you can see the bottom is like tilting away from the top. Why didn't they adjust this so it actually looks good? If you're going to spend a few $1,000s on marketing material like this, why not at least try to make your product not look like a piece of garbage?
Wow, you're coming in hot.
It's just, this is ridiculous.
And you know what's interesting too is obviously we're talking a pretty basic projector control deck. It looked to me like there may have been some shelving in there where you could maybe store additional control decks. Did you guys notice that? So if you think about it, you're talking getting buying this device and a control deck that's got 12 games built in for $400. How much are they going to sell the other control decks for? What would you guys guess? $50, $100, $200? What do you guys think?
Arcade1Up? Arcade1Up, $399.
You think they'll... Come on, man.
Yeah, no, that's what they'll do.
If it is interchangeable, I expect somewhere around $199.
$299 minimum.
Wow.
No.
That's where the license is, man. It's in the games. That's what costs money. They've got $10 worth of wood and a $20 like knockoff projector. The rest of the money's in the license.
Yeah. And then of course there's been feedback on the lumens that it's a pretty basic projector. You're not going to be able to play this in in most spaces.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to play this at all with any natural light. And you can even see where they have like the majority of the lights off, even when it's dark, it's faded. The lumens they almost need to be like twice as strong in order to get a reasonable output. Even for nighttime.
It looked like they merged two videos together to make this.
Do you think it'll be more or less washed out than the pinball tables?
It'll be as washed out for sure. You can see that though. Like, look, this is during the day. Like, you can. I guess it's not.
Oh,
that's my favorite
excitement.
That's my favorite part. I love how excited they are.
Dragon Spirit is lit.
It's the best. It's the best.
And then why did that have a housing like the other one did? Well, I said that in that clip they didn't have the housing around it like they had.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would love to hear Michael
about that.
Oh, Carl, you're having a bad internet connection. You're going in and out on that.
I might have to let Laura take my spot tonight.
No. We need you. We need you. And speaking of which, I definitely would love to get your real world feedback as a general consumer. What was your impressions when you saw this product?
She's thinking dumpster fire, just so you know.
It is not worth what you would pay in interest on your Visa.
Fact.
Well, what is it you don't like about it?
Well, it seems to me that if one had any amount of knowledge, they could stream all of these things on their computers and would not require giant rooms of their house.
Just the Projectorcade, not everything else, Lara. Just talking.
No, all of it.
Oh, she's talking about all of it?
All of it. It tracks. It tracks with the projector. You need a wall for that. I don't have the wall space for that.
Let's just focus on the Projectorcade for now.
I don't have the wall space for that, nor can I justify the credit card space.
So
like
say
that.
for example, I didn't have any of this stuff, and this was the only product I was going to buy. Say like you didn't know about this stuff. What would you think of the Projectorcade? Like if you really dug Pac-Man, do you think this is a good way to play it, where you don't have to buy a full cabinet?
No.
You wouldn't think that'd be fun for like a party? Like, you know, have friends over. Possibly those people in the ad, they seem to have drugs, so they'd be cool to have over.
How many times has Michael B come home with a new cabinet and you've said, we need to talk?
All of them.
We're not going to go there.
It's all in good fun. It's all in good fun. We all know Mike has an addiction, and we're doing our best.
My friend is on group text. She is not coming over for that shit.
Oh, she's not coming over.
Alex. You're right.
So she's not coming over.
I would not invite you over for that.
Oh, you're talking about the arcades, like.
See, all of this. Alex has a hot tub.
Okay.
Have a hot tub.
But you have arcades, though.
Yeah, they come over for the games. You
We
got
could
you guys
have a
go over there.
hot tub.
Yeah, but instead of a hot tub, we got an above ground pool, which is just as cool.
Tell them what happened the other day, the first really hot day of the year when Scarlett got out of the pool.
It all went over the side. The water did, flooded out the backyard. But then I came in and played arcade, so everything was cool. Anyways, let's not sabotage this anymore. let's talk about the projector.
No.
I'm not against this product in and of itself. It's just the general impact it's had on my daily life.
Oh, okay.
This is amazing.
Fair. It's
Hey,
fair.
Mike, I think the saying is swing and a miss.
All right, Mike, I really think you should consider sacrificing 6 or 7 machines and throwing a hot tub in there for Lara.
Why
I
not
think,
just have both?
I think she deserves it.
I don't know, man. I don't really want to get rid of Marvel superheroes.
I don't even know.
It's the blue one.
Well, just so you know, we're telling folks, they're saying you should come on every episode, Mrs. Game Genie. So there you go.
So,
But you know what? I don't even recognize most of these.
what do you mean?
There's so many new ones now. Like I don't even recognize all of them.
Oh,
Like
Mike,
there
you're
was a
in trouble.
different arcade down here months ago.
Yeah.
There was a different arcade. I explained
He-
it to everybody. I told
Mike-
most.
Mike was telling us that he sneaked 3 of them inside that you still haven't found yet.
No, I've never snuck anything inside. Now there's a
Baloney.
video of Carl sneaking stuff inside his house. Now that's
Yeah.
really funny.
Did it work?
did.
Carl?
Oh
She comes down. I'm like, this whole thing.
What? This has always been here. What are you talking about? Well, just so you know, Mrs. Game Genie, we've been doing our best to convert Mike from Arcade1Up to AtGames because it's all the games on a single machine takes up less space.
Hold on, wait a second. Doesn't Mike have a second arcade in the house?
Don't even. If this was the only room, this might be a non-issue. There's an AtGames room upstairs.
So you would hate to be married to me as well, because for instance, I have 6 machines in my office, and out in my loft arcade, I have like 8 or 9 machines. And then down in the garage, I have about 12 machines now. Most of them I need to sell. And then in the living room, I have 2 pinball machines and another arcade. And then in the other room, I have a pinball machine and an arcade. They've literally taken over my entire house. Mike is not as bad as me, just so you know. It can. I'm just letting you know it can, and it's gonna get worse.
He's got 3. He's got 3 out of the 4.
We've had a conversation. He's got a 2-room limit. That's it.
Mike-
There is no space left in the house, and the room upstairs. There still must be room for the kitty litters because
Mike,
they
what are
will
you gonna
not
do
go
with the,
anywhere else.
What are you going to do with the 3 machines you have pre-ordered?
I don't know what you're talking about. I plead the 5th.
So, Mike, I think now's an appropriate time for you to confess to Lara. We promised our viewers that you would confess to her live something that recently happened. And we wanted to make sure that if we did this live, knowing that it's live, if there was to be a negative reaction on her part, she probably wouldn't like strangle you live in front of the audience, all as cool as that may be. But Mike, I think it's time you let her know, what did you do, Mike?
So you know that projector thing?
You didn't buy that shit. Are you serious?
I didn't. I can't lie about it. I can't buy it. It's only sold in the US for now. Now, when it comes to Canada,
Are
all
you
bets are off.
serious?
No, I'm not going to buy that. That's not for me.
But he wants it. He wants
No,
it
no.
badly.
Not this one. Like there's things I like about it, but I mean, there's a lot of downside to it. Like good on Arcade1Up. There's a screen shortage right now, so this is pretty ingenious as a new way to sell their cabinets and get their licenses out there. And they're trying to emulate that giant Pac-Man from the arcade. So this is their attempt to do so, attempt at a party game. It's another attempt at throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. If this doesn't sell, we'll never see another Projectorcade. So
You know what the cabinet actually looks like, though?
what's that?
One of those things that you get for like a toddler to stand up next to the counter so they can help you like bake and stuff.
Well, we could use it as that.
That's what it looks like, honestly. That's what it looks like.
This thing sells itself.
But maybe you could use it for that to justify the ridiculous price.
It is priced a little high, isn't it?
Like, how much is
What
a
are you guys talking
projector
about?
in
It's
real
on
life?
sale.
Okay, just that
14%
projector
off.
in and of
How do
itself,
you
if
know
you
that?
buy something like that.
I don't know how much that projector costs, but usually you can go to Walmart and buy a projector for about $100.
This
$100
this
for a
specific projector is an $80 projector,
$80 projector. So,
and it's not worth that.
So, how much are they paying for licensing on the games?
well, that's the question, right?
Yep.
That's what
the
Restalgia said.
that's the that's the like secret behind the scenes info we'll never find out, right? They keep that pretty close to their chest. But I mean, $400 for this, and that's the sale price. Normal retail is $466, or at least the QVC. Well, then again, QVC marks stuff up, don't they?
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
HSN. So it's probably a $399 retail price, but QVC says it's on sale, but that's probably the normal price, right? So either way, too rich for my blood. We've been thinking about this a lot ever since the news came out. And when I look at it, I'm like, only 12 games, dude. Only 12 games, right? So in my opinion, probably would be better served to, like, I already have a projector. I have a really nice projector that I spent about $200 on. It's not the best, but it's not cheap. And then, of course, I have the Legends Gamer Pro, and I have the Buy Stuff Store pedestal stand. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't have to go buy more and more control decks, right? I have thousands of games that if I wanted to do this, I could just project it on the wall. I already have everything I need here in the house.
Or just plug it into your TV, dude.
Right. This product's not for me. And it sounds like for the rest of the panel, this product's not for them. Guys in the live chat, let us know. I need to find out, guys in the live chat. Be honest, because I do know a couple people commented my video and said they actually did pre-order this or ordered this. If you did buy this product, put a 1 in the chat. If you did not buy this product, put a 0 in the chat so we can get a live poll going right here. And go ahead, Restalgia. What were you saying?
I just don't know who this product is supposed to be for.
Mhm.
Most of their products I can look at and I can say, okay, the BabyCades are for babies and probably for Michael B. And then they've got all these other products that they release, and you can kind of identify, okay, this is for this market, this is for this market. This projector product, whatever this is, I cannot for the life of me figure out who this is supposed to be marketed for.
Who was the giant joystick for?
I don't know, kids and PDubs.
But you understand what I mean? Like, they're trying to figure out a way to bring in new audiences, bring people to new gaming experiences, and maybe bring the whole family together. And a projector you can just pull out, play on the wall. They think there's a market for it. Is there? I'm not 100% sure. Maybe. But they're just trying to think outside the box, different ways to, resell the same product. And like I said, that giant Pac-Man that you see in the arcades, I mean, people have been asking them to do it. Like, that's something that people have reached out to Arcade1Up and said, you should make the giant Pac-Man like I see at Dave & Buster's. And in my opinion, this is them trying to do just that. How do we do that, but very cost effectively? And this was their solution.
It was a bad solution.
It was a. Hang on 1 minute. I'm trying to find something here. Keep going. Detroit Love, I know your internet's been going in and out. Well, did you have any additional thoughts on this you wanted to throw in there for everybody?
Well, I'm not a fan of a Dave & Buster's because they don't play the traditional retro games that I enjoy. But when I do go, that's the only game I do play is the big giant Pac-Man, the big Galaga, because that's the closest thing I can get to the old school gaming. But this product here just doesn't appear, just from what they provided so far. It's not even. I'm not even sure they know what this product is at this point in time.
Yeah. So what Michael B is trying to tell everyone, Mike, I'm going to put it up here and you can talk over it, is Arcade1Up was probably trying to emulate this experience. But this obviously is going to fall very, very short of that experience. What were you going to say?
Well, there is one thing I do really like about it. Like, I made a video when they first released their plug-and-play consoles last year, and it came with a controller, and I was very concerned about how cheap the controller looked. And I said, it missed the mark. What they should have done is sold that plug-and-play with a control deck that you can put on your lap, like the Legends Gamer Plus, and that looks like a Pac-Man control deck, and then you could play it on your TV. For people that don't have, the space for a full cabinet, there might be something there if it's sold at the right price point. So I like parts of this because it does come with the control deck that actually has the Pac-Man look and branding, and you can plug this into your TV and play it that way. It's just, I don't know if it needs everything else, and I think the price point's a little high.
Yeah,
It's more than a little high.
Yep. So, Lara, one of our viewers, Zohar, says you look a lot like Sonya Blade. I don't know if you saw that in the live chat. He says you remind him of Sonya Blade from Mortal Kombat.
I don't know who that is.
That's a compliment. That is a compliment, just an
That's a
FYI.
compliment. Sonya Blade is
very
very
Thank
pretty.
you.
It's
Thank
a very.
you.
In fact, when I had the picture on the screen and it was covering you, he told me to take it off because it was covering you. So,
Oh.
Zohar, she's married to the guy next to her.
If he keeps buying this crap, not for long.
Yeah. Well, let's talk real quick before we switch to the other companies. This is a great time to look back and say, Arcade1Up, what are you doing, right? So Arcade1Up has tried to expand their brand name by moving into different areas, right? They were just making arcade cabinets. Then we have this HDMI console. We have the giant joysticks. We have that little Pong table. You guys remember the little Pong table, right? And then we now have this Projectorcade. Now, out of all those ideas, out of those 4 ideas where Arcade1Up is trying to see, and I'm sorry, the 5th one, the Polaroid thing, the photo booth. So out of those 5 ideas, which are thinking outside the box, outside the norm, Arcade1Up trying to be innovative and expand their brand, which one did they do the best, guys? Put it in the live chat. Was it the Projectorcade? Is it the photo booth? Is it the Pong table? Is it the giant joysticks or the HDMI console? Guys, which one do you think was the best one they did? Surely one of them was the best. And Carl, we'll go around the horn.
Pong table, without a doubt, of those 5, is the only one that is marketable, in my opinion, that I wouldn't mind having of the 5. The other ones are pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm. And Michael B and Mrs. B, what do you guys think?
So I really like the Pong table, Pong pub table, but I would say that's closer to traditional arcade than it is some of these other ideas. I wouldn't really put it in the same category. I'm going to be honest with you. I really like the Polaroid thing. I know everybody's like, what? That's crazy. But I watched an episode of John's Arcade yesterday, and these guys are putting brand new photo booths into their arcades. They're, as operators, putting new photo booths in, and it's got all these updated features, the same as what this Polaroid booth has, and they're killing on these photo booths. So to me, I mean, I don't know what the price point is because I don't think they were sold in Canada, but like for $300, that's an awesome thing you can bring to a wedding as a party favor. If you're a party planner, you're probably picking this thing up. So I think that's some really good outside the box thinking and some good cross promotion with Polaroid and trying to get them some exposure too.
And Restalgia. And you know what, guys? I forgot one, and it was thrown in the live chat, the Infinity Gaming Table. So there's actually been 6 products outside the norm that Arcade1Up has done. And I think a lot of folks were thinking I was talking about the Pong pub table. I wasn't talking about the pub table, guys. I was talking about the little Pong handheld device. I was talking about the Pong handheld device. So now that you know, because, the Pong pub table to me is just a variation of the cocktail table, right? That's not, it's cool, it's innovative, but it's not a totally different product in a totally different category, right? So guys, recast your votes knowing that we're talking about that little Pong handheld console, that little black one. And let's make sure you still vote Pong. Restalgia, go ahead, my friend.
First, I'll address, there's a comment in here, Meatball Saucy. Yeah, he said that the Projectorcade is the most natural progression. Wasn't it me who used a projector to play Legends Pinball on the wall? Yes, I did. The difference was that I used a good projector and I set the keystone correctly so you could actually see the game properly. So that would be the big difference there. That said, I would say Pong number 1, Pong number 2, and I would say, yeah, no, this Projectorcade looks like it's going to be the most incredible product released by Arcade1Up.
So you're saying that little tiny Pong table that was $200 is your number 1?
No, I said it's my number 2. I said the Projectorcade is my number 1.
My God, you're still saying that little Pong table is your number 2. He's trolling. Restalgia's the worst.
I might be the worst. Yeah.
For real, like Restalgia, which one? Like, be honest though, no jokes, no jokes. We're talking handheld little itty bitty black pong table, infinity gaming table, projectorcade. What were the other ones? The other three?
I gotta tell you, man. When I'm like,
go ahead.
You've got a pile of turd there. So like, you're gonna pick up a turd, you're gonna polish it, and you're gonna call it the best turd. Most of those products really are not that great. There's going to be people who like the infinity game table. That's cool. I don't. It's not for me. I think they hit or they missed the mark on that. If there was a product there that I think is the best, I would say the Pong, just because. I mean, I don't like the price point, but I think it has the most appeal to the most amount of people. I think it's the smartest marketing play that they had.
Now, a lot of these products that Arcade1Up has released, it seems like their core audience has had a negative reaction to them, right? Their core audience, which is like us, right? But when it comes to like, does it even matter though? Because we make up such a small percentage of their sales, right? Supposedly.
But that's the cool thing about having Lara here, because Lara's that outsider they're trying to attract. So that's the question. Does any of this stuff appeal to someone like Lara who would never buy this?
If I'm going to use a handheld, I'm going to use a Nintendo Switch where I can buy things online, pretty much any game I want, whether it be a pinball table or otherwise, and play it on that.
Good point.
She's also jaded because she's married to me. We've got to find somebody else to ask.
So the question is should Arcade1Up keep doing what they're doing? Should they keep coming up with new brands, new products that are outside the norm in order to get themselves into that household brand name category? Or should they just stick with the arcades and the cocktail tables and the pub tables and stuff like that? What do you guys think? Let's go around the horn. Carl, as well as put it in the live chat, guys. Should they keep doing what they're doing or just stick to the arcades? What are your thoughts? Go ahead.
I think what they have been doing is getting their products in front of more people with the traditional arcades. These other projects are a little weird for me. I got a good example. My brother redid his backyard, and he has this projector, and they have movie night out there, at least once a week. It'd be great to be able to have, the projector arcade game night where everybody's out there. But I think if he has a great projector already, he wouldn't want to buy that cheap one to put out there. So if they had something that you can just simply hook to an existing projector, I think that would be a better product than what I've seen there. And like I said, each picture I saw looked totally different, so I'm not sure what the end product is of that. But I think the ideal is good if it was better made.
Okay. And Mike and Laura, should they stick with the arcades or keep trying to find something new that maybe the next one will be a home run?
Well, I know Scarlett's a big fan of the Hatchimals.
Oh. Mike?
That's their cash cow.
Yeah.
That funds it. That's why I keep buying her the Hatchimals.
Because you're supporting Arcade1Up? You're so adorable. So and Restalgia, I mean, what about you, man? What should they do moving forward?
I don't think the people at the top of Arcade1Up are dumb. So
no, they're not.
I would imagine that they're making money, and if they can make money, they should keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And as an end user, if you think their products are bad, don't buy them. But if they're able to make money on it, they should continue to do what they're doing, because that's the whole point of being in business. So.
So, can I just jump back in really quickly? And I apologize, but I do want to say, like, when this stuff comes out, I do find it funny that people take offense to it. People are like, oh, well, that's garbage. That's not what I want. Not everything is made specifically for you. So they're going to throw some stuff at the wall that might not work, but they're going to try, and it's going to appeal to some people. All you got to worry about is the stuff that they're making that you like. So it shouldn't be offensive to anyone. That's what I find interesting, that people are offended when they make a product that they don't like. And I do want to tell Zohar, I have got some inside information that I'm going to break officially on Super Game Room Dudes. There's a second Projectorcade, Mortal Kombat, will be released next week. Mortal Kombat Projectorcade.
Are you making this up?
No, it's true. I saw it.
Yep.
Oh, cool. I I did not know, and I think you guys are trolling me.
Yes, he is
I'm not gonna-
trolling. He's
And if my video's not acting up here, I want to piggyback on what Michael was saying.
Yeah.
I think if I went over to my buddy's house, I had no idea about this, and I saw that arcade projector, and I said, "Hey, who makes that?" And then I go home and I search on Arcade1Up, and I see all these other products make. I'm sure I can find something that I would enjoy to have in my house if it's not specifically that product. So the more people you can get your brand name in front of, I think is a win no matter what. But obviously everything's not going to appeal to the same one product. Is not going to appeal to everybody.
Yeah,
Except Pac-Man. Pac-Man will appeal to everybody, and that's why they keep making those.
Did you tell them about your purchase this week?
Yeah, well, I told them about it. No one else knows.
What
did you tell us about? What did you buy?
What
About a
purchase?
watch. About a
Super
watch.
neat.
Oh yeah, you sent us a picture. Actually, you told us all about it. Yeah. I'll see if I can find the picture. But before I do, I just wanted to throw in my feedback here. So, Arcade1Up, they're doing all these different things. Not only are they, still releasing new arcades and things like that, new cocktail tables and stuff, but they're also trying to branch out and do all these other things. And should they stop doing that? Should they just focus on the arcades? In my opinion, absolutely not. Those arcades, guys, it's only going to take them so far. So Arcade1Up is doing the right thing by trying to come up with different products that appeal to broader audiences to create this national brand name recognition that they're shooting for, right? And like, for instance, guys, when they went from a cocktail table to the pub table, if you guys remember the show, I loved that thing. I thought that was an innovative, great change. I love that pub table. The only reason why I didn't buy it is it was a Pong themed table. If it was a different game set, different theme table, I probably would have purchased it. You know what I mean? But they do come up with some pretty good stuff. And it's just some of it's made for specific niches, and it's all, where can we get in, right? Where are we going to be successful, right? So Arcade1Up should keep doing what they're doing, in my opinion. And we'll see. Maybe the next idea will be a great idea. I mean, maybe these couple of ideas aren't so great, but maybe the next one will be like, oh my God, and we're all going to run and buy it like we did 2 years ago when these cabinets first hit the stores, right?
Yeah, well, I'm still sitting here foaming at the bits, waiting for them to come out with the mini Colecos, and I'm thinking about the opportunity for them to make and release possibly a new Vectrix machine. Stuff like that would totally appeal to our audience, and people would buy it up like crazy if they could get their head around doing that, and maybe less of this other stuff.
And if they can get the licensing around that, obviously, as well. So, yeah, I mean, that's a natural progression from the retro arcade is to the retro consoles. So if they can make a smooth transition into that market, obviously that would further their business without a doubt.
Yeah, John D said one time they wanted to be the purveyors of retro gaming, and stuff like those Coleco handhelds, other things like Vectrix, not so much the mini TVs that didn't appeal to me, but I'm sure there was people that would like it. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that I thought they would move into more so. Restalgia, sorry for cutting you off, brother.
That's all right. I hate to break it to you guys, but I'm pretty sure that 18 months from now, Arcade1Up is going to be focused on like children's products. I really think that that's where the direction they're going, because their CMO came out and said, they're running out of IPs. You can only rehash those IPs to a market that wants a 3/4 scale machine so many times. And with the kids market, like getting into children's products, one, margin's way higher. Two, it's an easier sale because you don't need to know what those IPs are to see it in Toys R Us, and for a grandparent to say, the kid will love this, and they pick it up and off they go. So I think that, I mean, with those leaks of those like little baby arcade products, and like this projector, honestly, it doesn't really feel like it's a product for like adults in that way. It kind of still feels like it's a kid's product. So I don't know. I'm willing to bet that 18, 24 months from now, we see that half their product lineup is targeted towards children or more.
Are you sure? Because in the commercial, they had a bunch of people there clearly on edibles. So it looked like
they were not on edibles.
Hold on.
People on edibles are really chill.
Yeah.
They were on
those guys were on speed.
Yeah. That wasn't edibles. You clearly never had edibles.
Speed or crystal meth. But either way, both of those drugs make you end up like children. So
okay,
you guys
it's pretty much the same. When you put a child in the room and somebody on speed, they're like a mirror image of each other. It's excellent.
Okay, dudes. We're gonna gear up here. We're gonna change some gears here, but before we do, Michael B does want to show off. He bought a watch today, everyone. He wants everyone
I'm
to see
very
this.
excited.
This is what he picked up, guys. What
Did
do
we
you
lose
think?
him?
Oh, and it's a Timex.
Oh yeah.
Those things
Digital.
are accurate.
Oh yeah.
Those are accurate.
Ridiculous.
You know what's funny though? I actually I realized this was the model without the Indiglow, and I was like, if it's dark, I won't be able to see the digits. So I actually returned this one and upgraded to the one that actually has the Indiglow as well.
What do you think, Restalgia? What do you think that watch is? Do you think it's efficient?
I think it's incredibly accurate, and it says it's water resistant, which is pretty sweet.
What percentage water resistance do you think that is?
Minimum 60.39%.
60.39%?
Minimum.
For real?
For
Where are
real.
you gonna wear it? Like,
I'm gonna
where
wear
would
it
you wear
Real
that?
with Restalgia. Now, this week's For Real with Restalgia, it might be hard to see, but he's in there. He's in
Those
there.
are my eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those are
you
your
see.
eyes. Those are your eyes.
I
You're
really
in
hope
there.
those are, that's what my eyes look like.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So you're
When
in
you're
there, brother.
excited
You're just
for Arcade1Up, they do.
you're just in there. You're just in there a little. It's hard to see a little bit
I'm in there. I'm all up in there.
because you're so furry.
Yes, PDubs. I think we've all got the joke now.
It's so funny. Speaking of which, Laura, can you, before we deviate here, we got to talk about some AtGames stuff, some iiRcade, and some other stuff here. Can you tell us about Michael B's obsession with Alyssa Milano, and how does that impact your marriage?
I don't know how to tell you this.
Just say it.
So-
That's the best way to say stuff. Just put it all out there.
Like his
Unfiltered.
celebrity obsession is not Alyssa Milano.
Oh no.
It always has been and always will be Jessica Alba. I'm sorry. So, like,
Really?
Wow,
Yeah.
that's the first we're hearing about it.
mhm,
I
mhm.
actually know Jessica Alba.
He's a flipper guy.
Are you serious? Yo.
For
Flipper, the dolphin movie?
No, she was in the show.
Oh, okay. Wait a
Back
minute.
in the day.
Michael B, you've been telling everyone for a year it's Alyssa Milano. Now it's Jessica Alba?
We did an episode called The Super Game Room Dudes talking about movies, and we talked about Alyssa Milano, and she was the only redeemable quality in Double Dragon. It's been the ongoing joke
Now, in
since
all
we did
fairness,
that episode.
I probably would not have occasion to talk to him about the things that he has seen Alyssa Milano in and liked, because the only thing I've watched with Alyssa Milano is Charmed.
And I didn't watch Charmed.
And I mean, he's old AF. So I'm not going to talk to him about like shit that happened in the 80s because I was 5.
She didn't even see Who's the Boss. That was like off
That was the 5 in
TV.
1990.
Yeah.
So like I'm not going to talk to him about that. So, and maybe he did really like her. It's, just, it's never really come up.
I also did have a celebrity crush on Kelly Kapowski. Like, I mean, who didn't?
But
All
yeah.
right, but I am concerned though, because as you know, Michael B recently met Alyssa Milano, and his reaction didn't seem like she was number 2 to Jessica Alba. It seemed like she was number 1 in his heart of hearts. Wouldn't you agree?
Did you get Jessica Alba?
Ooh, that's a good question. We're
Wait,
gonna have to.
are
do
you
it now.
telling me that Jessica Alba could top this reaction?
Yeah.
Hi. Hi, Michael. Hi, Michael. It's Alyssa. Alyssa Milano. How are you? This is a cameo just for you. Hi, Michael. It's Alyssa. Alyssa Milano. How are you? Hi. Hi, Michael. It's Alyssa. Alyssa Milano. How are you? This is a cameo just for you, booked by John, and he said he was
That looked like true love to me. I don't know about you. I mean, that looked like true love.
I don't know how to tell you this. Like, that's not a big Mike reaction.
Oh, that's the biggest mic reaction we've seen.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
never
Kind of
seen
mic.
big
Oh, wait a
reaction.
second. I don't want to know what kind of mic reactions you've seen.
No.
No. I take it back. That is between
Like,
you.
I've
and-
seen him have
and
larger
the Game
reactions
Genie.
to like a really good hamburger.
It was a hamburger.
Carl's
Like when
been
he
having
found out
internet.
5 Guys was coming to Newfoundland.
Oh,
Oh. Yeah. Carl's been having internet problems, guys, tonight. So unfortunately, Detroit Love's coming in and out. So he'll be back, I'm sure, real soon. Go ahead.
Well, he just needs to get
Is
Irby's
anyone
Wi-Fi
in
password.
the chat an attorney? I'm an attorney.
Larry's an attorney. Family law.
I'm
There
a
you
force
go.
lawyer.
Now,
Hey,
now
Carl, did you get Wi-Fi? Did you get Irby's Wi-Fi password finally?
Need to go.
Oh, he's frozen up.
No. The answer to that is no.
All right, guys. So I want to switch over and let's talk real quick about AtGames. So AtGames recently took a survey about this video input backglass switchboard, the VIBS board. And we got the survey results, and we're going to kind of run through some of these really quick with you guys. I definitely want to get the audience's live feedback. It's actually quite surprising that the number of folks who, according to the statistics, who actually, and let me pull this one up because this statistic is not on the actual survey, but we did confirm it with AtGames, is that, let's see here, 47% of AtGames Legends Pinball owners, so nearly half of them, have purchased this video input backglass switching board, which means half of the people that buy these Legends pinball machines want to play PC pinball, or their PC pinball, or their modders, or they just want to be able to do that stuff. And I think that's pretty huge, right? Because do you think if half of the AtGames owners are doing that, do you think half of the Arcade1Up pinball owners are modding their machines or adding more games to them in some fashion or way? They're probably just playing it out of the box, right? I would assume. Yeah. AtGames, it seems, is where the tinkerers are at. What do you guys think about that number?
I'm not surprised at all.
No, I mean it's options. People are going to want options. Like there's people that probably have the VIBS board bought and not even installed yet, just there in the event that in the future they want to turn their machine into a multiple pinball machine, or I don't know what you call them.
Yeah, it's a multicade.
Yeah,
it's made like the people who are buying a multicade are people who want to be able to play whatever they want on their machine. It's not surprising at all.
Yep. So taking a look here at this survey, we got some interesting factoids. So would you like to watch a live stream where we can show you how to install your VIBS board? 61% of owners said yes. And AtGames is actually going to be doing that on the AtGames Gaming YouTube channel. If you're looking for their YouTube channel, just search AtGames Gaming. You'll find...
Hey, hold on, go back.
What?
So it's not actually 61%, just so you know. It's 60.39%.
Oh, would you stop?
They just had to round it up, you know.
So AtGames is going to be doing a live stream showing people how to do it. And taking a look here, why do you want to buy a VIBS board? Out of 164 responses, 99% of folks say it's to play PC-based pinball games, right? And then we had one person say they want to use it for a DMD for their PC. So that's interesting. But
this is flawed. They're missing one response though, because they didn't account for every single type of gamer, right? Like there's sealed box collectors like myself, so you may want to buy it, just leave it sealed in the box.
Yeah, you're being ridiculous. Now keep in mind, guys, this is a small sample size too, as well. Who took this survey? 164 people out of several thousand pinball machines that are out there in the field. But it's still nice to gauge their responses. And out of 164 people, 52 claim to be experts when it comes to computer skills. 37% say they're experienced. 45 of them say I can get around with enough guidance, and then rudimentary, and then the other one. So there you guys go there. So it sounds like we said, the AtGames pinball is definitely a tinkerer's toy. So obviously a lot of tinkerers have been picking up this particular product, right?
Can I just make a comment? I'm really disappointed that Detroit Love is having all these computer problems tonight, because I haven't heard his furnace go off once, and it's not a Friday night until Detroit Love's furnace goes off.
You're hilarious.
Another thing too is you said it's a small sample size, but let me drop some knowledge on you. What that's called is a representative sample, which means it represents the larger audience.
Oh, it would depend on how you source that sample.
Larry, I'm trying to look smart here. Hello?
Well, honestly, it would.
So Carl just needs to head over to the local Arby's and use their Wi-Fi, and he'll be back in the game. So Carl, head over to Arby's, please. Next question: do you have a?
Sadly, no.
No, Carl likes going to the local Arby's to do the show from there. It's actually quite exciting.
I like Arby's. They have curly fries.
Yeah, we love Arby's. We talked about this last week. It says here, do you have a PC that has virtual pinball already installed? VPX, Future Pinball, FX3, and 78% of those who responded said yes. And let's see, we had another question here. How often do you play PC-based virtual pinball? And I love the spread here. Only 14% play daily, 22% 4 to 5 times a week, 33% 1 to 3 times a week. That's kind of me. Like, I mostly play most of my video games on the weekends, so that kind of where that fits in. That's where I would fit in as well.
I like that 12% just flat out say they never play. I like that.
Why'd you buy a pinball table then?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting too. How many DIY projects have you done? None. And again, this proves that this sample of AtGames consumers are tinkerers, right? Look at all the modders in here based upon this particular survey. 42% said they've done more than 5 different modding projects. So that's pretty interesting. And was that the last one? No, just a confident question. How confident do you feel about modding your Legends pinball? 52% say, yeah, I could mod this bad boy. No issues whatsoever. So that one's pretty interesting. And then question number 8. Go ahead.
I will say that it was a little scary for someone like myself. Like I'm super novice. I don't like modding things, and using those ribbon cables was like nerve-wracking. I was so worried about breaking something. Like, I had my brother help me because he's more familiar with them, because I understand they use them a lot in laptops, so he was more comfortable and he showed me how to do it. But otherwise, I was a little nervous about doing it.
It was a stressful room.
Yeah.
And we did confirm, or AtGames did confirm, that this VIBS board comes with a button, and the best way to mount this button is to drill a hole in your cabinet, but they're saying don't drill a hole, it'll void your warranty. But your warranty is only 30 days anyway, so day 31, might as well drill that hole and do a clean install, right? How confident do you feel about making modifications? Again, they feel pretty confident. And have you watched our videos? Because AtGames has that YouTube channel, and about 70% of them have said they've watched their videos. And then what is this? Are you aware that users have reported problems with AMD graphic cards, Radeon graphic cards? And it seems like most of the community is aware of that. And man, these are getting really boring.
Well, you said, I think we're almost done, and you can clearly see the little pointer on the bottom.
I know.
At the halfway mark.
You're in the
Well, I mean, now these get really interesting. Like, it's just all, how do you contact support? Are you aware of your warranty? What's the best way?
No, they usually have Excel spreadsheets.
Yeah. So, but those beginning questions, like the first half of the survey, were probably the most interesting to me personally, seeing what this community is interested in regards to the pinball machine, right?
Hey, PDubs, I'm in the wrong spot.
Oh. Well, every time Carl's in the top, he keeps going out. I was seeing maybe if we moved him to the bottom, he'd be in a lucky spot. So we do have a question for you from Zohar, Lara. What is Lara's favorite video game of all time? Would you care to share?
I play a few pretty regularly. I play a lot of Dr. Mario. I play Animal Crossing. I'm a pretty big fan of Harvest Moon. Other than that, I tend to also play a fair amount of the Lego games just because they're super easy, and it doesn't matter if you die a million times or your kid hits you in the face while you're trying to play.
But if you had to pick one, because every other game disappeared.
Dr. Mario. Dr. Mario.
Like the old school, or
Yeah.
like one of the remakes?
There is actually, shortly after I had Scarlet, a stream where Mike forced me to stream playing Dr. Mario very poorly for people.
Nice.
Back when I was still breastfeeding and did not sleep.
Oh. Why did you do that, Mike?
Well, if you're not going to sleep, you may as well live stream. I don't know.
Well,
Michael's
exactly, right? Yeah.
So, Lara, if you like Dr. Mario, do you also like Tetris?
I do, but not as much. I used to really like Tetris, and then I started playing Dr. Mario, and then I haven't really been all that interested in playing Tetris since.
Okay.
And I also had no video games growing up, so I only really started playing video games probably in my early 20s.
You mean when we started dating?
Yes.
Yeah, there it is.
Speaking of which, guys, AtGames is wrong button. AtGames is running a little special sale this weekend here for their Legends Connect board. So if you're looking for that next do-it-yourself mod project, the Legends Connect, which usually retails for $100, will come with the Volume 1 Zaccaria Pinball game set, which is a $50 value. So $150 retail. It's on sale for $120. What the heck was that?
That sounds like the cat trying to.
I'll get her.
Like the cat's trying to get out the
The
crapper box.
Somebody's
What?
dropping anchors really aggressively.
What just happened?
They're covering up
We're
anchors.
about to do an episode of Mythbusters.
First, the dogs crap right before we go live, and now the cats are getting in on it, bro. The cats are getting in. Oh, there's the dog.
Oh, look who's
Oh,
alive.
thought that one
and
was
well.
Oh.
Her eyes.
Guys, if you recall, this is the beloved puppy who Michael B dropped the coffee mug on and nearly murdered in episode 8 of the Super Gamer and Dudes
Did not
podcast
say
show.
nearly murdered. He did murder, and this is clearly a clone.
Well, we asked Mike to send us proof that the dog was still kicking it, and this is what he sent us. And this was not a picture of the dog. This is what he sent us, and we were worried. We're like, Mike, that dog's not alive, but there's proof. Ladies and gentlemen, we have proof. Finally, the dog made it. Oh, it's so sweet. Look at that puppy. Don't cry. That dog loves her daddy. 8-Bit Brian's like, wait, the dog's alive? I'm so confused. Very, very cool. And what's interesting is as we pivot towards iiRcade is going to be sending out an update for those owners who have purchased the game Bomb Squad. Now, what's interesting about this Bomb Squad update is if you wanted to do online play with your friends or fellow iiRcade owners, you don't have to go through, before you had to go through this whole process, you had to go tinker with your router, mess around, screw around. But in this particular update, it's literally point, click, you're online, you create a private room and get your friends in there, and boom, you can play Bomb Squad online with your friends from your cabinet. Nice and easy. Kind of just as easy as it is for like the Arcade1Up net play on their arcade machines, right? Point, click, you're online playing with somebody. So that's a pretty cool update, in my opinion. And Bomb Squad is a great game. We need to do that now. Now that they've made this easy for us,
we need to test it. We need to test it and make sure that you're actually playing with the other people.
So yeah, guys, we'll probably, now that it's so much easier to set up online co-op Bomb Squad gaming, I think the Super Game Room dudes can finally do that Bomb Squad live stream that we've been talking about for 6 months. We've been talking about it and we haven't done it yet. So yeah, we got to get that done. What else is going on in the world of gaming? What else is on your mind, Michael B? Could be anything.
So there's some other AtGames stuff we should probably mention. Like one, AtGames is holding a pretty cool contest right now with their Arcade1Up Facebook group where you can win a Legends pinball. So if AtGames gets 2,000 members of the Arcade1Up Facebook fan page, they're going to give away a Legend, 2,000 members by September 6th. They're going to give away a AtGames Legends pinball table to one of the members on the fan page. So you could be an existing member already. Go recommend your friends, because if you can get them up to 2,000 members, somebody out of that 2,000 members is going to win an AtGames Legends pinball table. Let me tell you, this pinball table, it's hot.
It's hot? How hot is it?
It's hot.
And those are some great odds to be able to play and win.
Yeah. That contest is so hot. It's Detroit Love in a sauna hot. Don't forget about that, guys.
I'm sure that's cool, Steve.
Detroit.
I think it was hot. Was
it hot?
Yeah, it knocked me out.
Oh, I love it. That's the kind of stuff that happens in our Facebook Messenger every day, guys. And then, of course, when it comes to, I wanted to touch on the Oculus. Now that we all have Oculus, and I definitely want to talk more about Oculus Quest as we continue our shows, because I'm becoming really enamored with VR gaming. Right, never really did it before until I got this Quest 2. Anytime I tried it before, I don't think I gave it the right shot. Like if I, but now that I'm actually doing it a lot, I'm actually having a blast. I think VR gaming is super, super cool. And if you guys have enjoyed it, make sure you guys, the link in the video description below is for our Facebook group. I've been posting a lot of gameplay videos, my Oculus adventures, and I've been playing through the Vader Immortal series. Absolutely love it. Yeah, they're short. The games are like 45 minutes each, and they're like $10 each. So for like $30, you're basically getting what, a hour and a half game, like a 90-minute game. But it's a great experience, right? So been enjoying that, as well as that Demio, the virtual reality board game. It's a lot like Hero Quest, Dungeons and Dragons. Been having a lot of fun playing that as well.
Play super hot.
Now, Restalgia, what VR games have you been playing, my dude? Or what would you recommend for the audience? Go ahead, man.
Let me think. I was playing Creed the other day.
Okay.
Which is a boxing game.
Okay.
I played through the Vader Immortal games. Super Hot, Pistol Whip. I'm still playing the Star Wars Pinball, which is pretty sweet.
I just downloaded that finally, so I need to start. I need to start playing that.
Did you guys see the new free update with droids?
When did that come out?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, so we got another free table. The droids is being released as well as another free update.
Has that already come out, or is it coming out?
I saw an announcement for it. I think it's already out.
I just played yesterday and it wasn't there, so maybe it came to. I don't know. I'll jump on it again and take a look. But no, it's I'm trying to think. I have not played Demio. I'm really excited about the Resident Evil game that's coming out for it. Resident Evil 4 remake that's exclusive on the Oculus. That's going to be a day one buy for me.
So Meatball Saucy says we should do the Star Trek VR game on a live stream. Is that where they're on the bridge of a ship? Like I was looking at that Star Trek game. Meatball, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, keep in mind, guys, VR is all new to me, the VR games itself. And it looked to me like that game didn't get the best reviews. It didn't have like 4.5 stars like a lot of other games. Some of the reviews I looked at for that said it was kind of boring. You're just trolling around on the Star Trek bridge, which, I mean, that's basically an episode of Star Trek, right? They're just hanging out on the bridge like, what are we going to do? Send this flux capacitor to this energy and we'll kill the bad guys and win.
No,
right?
that's not true. What we do is we'd all go in there together and then we go to the holodeck and it'd be 1950 Chicago and then we play piano. And
that would be great. That would be great. I would love to see that. We did get a question. Go ahead, Carl.
Well, I want to chime in there. I've been really enjoying the Forever Bowl. And the bowling is really fun. If you hadn't played that, you can play against other people. I did want to mention that Super Hot and Pistol Whip sounds like a date night at the Genie's house there. But yeah, you definitely have to do the bowling. They just upgraded it so the Forever Bowl feels a little more natural. So I'm getting a kick out of that one.
Yeah, that's really cool. Now we did get a question in the live chat. They wanted to know if Mrs. Game Genie has been playing any VR games.
I've played the Star Wars pinball, and I did a roller coaster one that was, I think, it's Jurassic Park themed. Although, unfortunately, when I did that, Mike did it while I was standing up, and I almost fell over because he's a massive dick.
She was like, "Oh!"
It was. Anyways, I haven't played it since because I'm a little bit salty about it. But anyways, if you're gonna play it, you should sit down.
My wife did play the other day. She played, I forget, somebody's name. It's called Plank. It's a plank game. Oh. And you actually walk out on this plank and these big giant spiders were crawling. So she was pretty creeped out about that. But that's the first time she had tried it, and she really, really enjoyed it. And they had this part where you can actually fly and go through these little rings throughout the skyscrapers. So she enjoyed that game. I forget, it's something Planks.
Is it Richie's Plank Experience?
Richie's Plank Experience.
There you go, Zohar coming in hot. Way to go,
Yeah.
Zohar. Thanks.
Actually, I was playing the Walking Dead game.
Mhm.
That's what I was playing recently, and
There's
that's
a
actually
Walking
really
Dead game.
yeah,
that one's pretty
it's like
good.
one of the top rated games on the entire platform.
Really?
It's really good.
Yeah,
I do like
tell
the zombies.
Michael he's got to make some modifications to his quest.
No, I would probably play a zombie game for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a few zombie games.
I'm a zombie fan.
Yeah,
we'd love to see some footage of her playing the zombie game. You could show
No,
us.
absolutely not.
It'd be hilarious.
Absolutely not.
Well, what I can tell you is I did mess with my wife, Melissa. So she's got the quest on, right? Eyes are covered. I walk and I get behind her and I stand behind her while she's like doing this. She was playing. My wife likes to play Angry Birds on the quest. We have Angry Birds. She loves it. She loves playing Angry Birds. So she's doing Angry Birds and she's playing. And I leaned in like to her neck and I blew. I went, you know what I mean? I blew on her neck. And then I stepped back, right? And you could tell she was like kind of did a shiver, right? And so I waited like 60 seconds, right? And I lean in again and I go, and I blow on her neck. And then she's like, she thinks I'm on the other side of the room and I had creeped around behind her. She goes, does this thing have like a fan? Is this supposed to be? I was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, does this have a fan? Is there a fan on the back? I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, is this 4D? Is it 4D? Like she starts yelling, right? I'm like, no. Lean in again. Blow again. She's like, this thing's got a fan on it. How do you not know? And, dude, this went on for like 8 or 9 minutes. It was probably the best 8 or 9 minutes of my life. And then eventually she figured out it was me. And luckily I didn't get hit in the face. But yeah, it was a pretty fun messing with somebody when they have the Quest visor on, that's for sure.
Can I ask you a question? Like, does it feel almost like you're in a sensory deprivation tank or something like that when you're playing it? Like, I always get creeped out. I don't mind playing it when there's other people around, but like if I'm in a room by myself, I'm terrified I'm going to take the mask off and there's going to be some guy there just ready to stab me. Is that just me or am I crazy?
Well, there's an option that you can set where you can just double tap.
Yeah,
on the top, and then you can see,
and then you can see everything.
Yeah, you got to do that.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to see the guy coming to kill me. Maybe I just don't want to see it.
Yeah, but you can see him, but he can't.
Mike,
he
if
doesn't
someone was
know
going
that
to kill you,
can
it probably would not be a guy.
Oh, so
probably
it's
would know
like
who it
Harry
is.
Potter. It's like the thing of I'm invisible when I tap.
Yeah, so like your mask stays on, so other people can't see that you see them.
But you can see what's going on.
It's called
around.
a bypass. You just double tap and it changes to your sensors so you can see around you.
So so with Vader Immortal pretty much done, and obviously the Demio game, that's a game you just keep playing over and over and over with other people. But so now I need to figure out what my next Oculus game should be. So guys,
Super Hot.
Beat Saber.
Everyone says Super Hot or Beat Saber, but I think I'm with Mrs. Genie here. I think I might do the zombie game. I think I might check that one out next.
Get Super Hot first.
What makes Super Hot so good? Tell me.
It's so much fun and it's really intense. And I'm willing to bet you there's not a single person in the chat that has a Quest 2 that wouldn't agree with me that you need to play Super Hot.
I would do Pistol Whip
you guys-
first. I've done the Super Hot, and I can't get past this one section. I got to keep repeating this thing over and over.
You got to get good.
So, yeah, I got to get good. I'm not there yet.
Now, Adam, I loved the Myst games when I was younger. Is the Myst VR game good? Like, tell me it's good. Like, don't tell me it's okay. Tell me it's amazing. And
It's not as good as Super Hot.
Well, Shotgun Sean says Super Hot's really good. Zohar says it's super good. Kev Gretz. Okay, guys, everyone's saying Super Hot. So, okay, so we'll do Super Hot and we'll do Zombie, and I'll put some footage on the Super Game Room Dudes Facebook page. Make sure you guys click the link and join our special Facebook group. We'd greatly appreciate it.
Check out Zombie Land Headshots. That's pretty fun if you like zombies.
And we're going to start including some Oculus footage and goofy, funny segments for you guys in some future podcast episodes because we're really digging the VR stuff right now.
We might do it because every week PDubs asks us to film something and then no one does. So we'll see what happens.
I'm going to be doing some filming.
You guys need to chip in, or our poor audience is just going to get more try-on hauls for me, and you don't want to put them through that, do you? Like, do I got to do everything? You know what I mean? All right, guys. One other quick thing. So I want to talk about my experience with the Nintendo Switch lately, and I want to get your guys' feedback. So I feel like I've been in a rut. Like, a lot of the Nintendo Switch games I've taken a shot at playing have turned out to be crappy. So I got that Paper Mario Origami King. The graphics are great. The music, it's all cute and adorable. You know what I mean? And the world's fun and engaging. But the battle system is probably the worst battle system ever designed in the history of a video game, in my opinion, with these stupid wheels and you got to line the guys up before you attack. What happened to that game that made it so bad, as well as what happened to Hyrule, the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity? Horrible game. Go ahead.
Can we go back in time to when that was announced and everybody was like, it's the sequel to Breath of the Wild? And I said, no, it's a different
prequel.
Game.
Yeah. It's a prequel.
It's not even a prequel. It's not an official prequel. It's a different game that has
canon,
some.
Man.
Oh my God! But you
canon.
Understand what I mean? I said
you said it's not official.
This is a Dynasty Warriors game with a Zelda skin. That's what it is. And then PDubs said, no, I'm really excited about it. I'm going to buy it. Then he goes on his trip and he takes it with him and finally plays it. And he says, you know what? This is shit. It's only a Dynasty Warriors game.
It was bad. I was messaging Michael B. I'm like, dude, I played this game for 3 hours on the plane because I gave it a good chance. I'm like, 30 minutes in, I wasn't impressed. I was like, I'm going to keep going. Maybe it'll get better, right? I played it the entire flight from here to Tennessee. And guys, it sucked. 3 hours in, I was hating that game. So, but today, the Mario Golf game arrived, and it's made to be easy. It's not like playing PGA Tour or Tiger Woods golf, right? It doesn't have all the options. But the Mario Golf game, I really enjoyed the 30-minute live stream I did on this channel earlier today, where I love the speed challenge, where you have to race down the course and be the first one to hit the balls in the hole. I thought that was a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to playing online with some buddies because you could do that online. So I think Mario Golf sucks? It's getting some bad reviews. I think it's okay. I don't think it's amazing, but I don't think it sucks. Go ahead.
I like all those sports Mario games. They do well with them. Like the Mario Tennis series, those ones are always fun. Mario Golf. Mario and Sonic at the Olympics. Though, I mean, even for the Nintendo Wii, that was like, for what it was still decent. I don't know. I like the sports themes. Mario Super Strikers for the GameCube. That one was really fun.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know. I'd like the Mario sports titles.
Can we just go back a little bit, because you brought up Paper Mario, and I'll always be mystified by what happened to the Paper Mario series, because we had Paper Mario, Masterpiece, Paper Mario 10,000 Year Door for the GameCube, maybe even better. Probably the best Paper Mario game ever made. So 2 masterpieces, and then they said, you know what? These games are really good and getting really, really good reviews, and it seems like people like them. So let's make Super Paper Mario. That's garbage. And then everything was Sticker Star. Everything had to be some kind of new concept, idea on the battle system, and it got worse and worse and worse. Why? Why, Nintendo? If you have something that really works and it's excellent, do you not just make more of it? Why do you have to deviate from that platform and add some new element to it?
Because they're not Sony.
Yeah. Well, if you could get the new Mario Golf game on sale, I think it'll be okay. Is it worth the $60 that I paid? Probably not, but it's not horrible. You know what I mean? Like there's some fun to be had with that game. Yeah. But then again, I only played 30 minutes. I'm going to play it a bunch more this weekend. Go ahead.
The thing is that most Nintendo first party titles don't really go on sale that often, and if they do, it's like $5 off. So.
You wait until Black Friday, or sometimes Boxing Day, and sometimes Nintendo will have pretty decent sales. Well, they'll go on sale for, in Canada, $49. That's usually the best you'll do on a first-party Nintendo title. That's how I got my Mario Tennis Aces, and that's how I'll probably get Mario Golf eventually.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of folks are saying get it used, get it used. Yeah. If you can wait a bit, get it used, or get it on a sale. Maybe it'll be on a Black Friday sale or something down the road here soon. Maybe you'll really like it. So, but what other Nintendo Switch games, Mike, do you think people should pick up right now? What else is out there, buddy?
I don't know. It's tough. It depends on what you like. There's lots of variety out there. I mean, Bravely Default 2 just came out. So if you're an RPG fanatic, that might be something that interests you. I just picked up, this is a little bit older now, but I picked up Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. So I'm playing through that right now on my Switch. I really dig that. But again, that's RPG, so might not be everybody's cup of tea. The Switch is a weird one, man. Nintendo's always a weird one. Unless it's a first-party title or something they're closely tied to, you're probably better off buying it on something else. You buy Nintendo to play Nintendo games and the franchises you're familiar with. They do really well with stuff like Animal Crossing that you really like, Harvest Moon, Pokemon, stuff like that. Of course, next month, the worst Zelda game is going to be released on Switch in HD, Skyward Sword. So I'll be picking that up and regrettably playing through it again and wishing it was a different Zelda game.
I pre-ordered Skyward Sword as well.
Pokemon Snap was fun.
Yeah, I was going to say Pokemon Snap is pretty dope.
Yeah,
I still haven't played it because I gave it to you to play, so I got to go back and play that. And Metroid Dread's coming out, which I'm very excited about. So Metroid 5, so hopefully that's good.
Very nice, very nice. Now, guys, we're going to have a lot of stuff coming up here over the next couple of weeks. We're hoping to have a couple of guest stars pop in. What was that?
No, he pointed at the Arby's. I prefer that to a couple minutes ago when you had like yourself superimposed behind yourself.
Yeah,
that was very
creepy,
extra,
right? It was creepy, right?
This is the extra one.
Yeah. Oh, it's just your head. It's just the top of your head. Guys, how about a shout out in the live chat for Mrs. Game Genie Laura for coming on the show, spending time with us, and we have to tell you. A, you're lovely. We adore you. And B, thank you so much for letting us borrow Mike every Friday night for an hour or two. We greatly appreciate it. Mike is the heart and soul of the team here. And he keeps us all together and keeps us running. So, and although he did pre-order 2 Arcade1Up cabinets today that he hasn't told you about yet, we want you to know that Mike is a good man. He's a good man.
Yeah, he keeps us in line and teaches us what not to do, so we stay married.
Yep. So
I can believe that.
You guys will be proud of me. I told Lara about this last night. I had a moment of weakness. It was 4:00 in the morning, and I turned my computer on and I logged into ToysRUs.ca, and I had a Arcade1Up stool in my checkout box, and I stopped myself and said, "Mike, you have 4 stools. You don't need this." And I put down the gun. So I didn't get it. I think that I'm on the road to recovery. I'm gonna get that chip.
Yeah, but now you're buying toys.
That's
and
true.
You're looking
too.
at projectors.
Yeah.
You know what'd be hilarious is if in a future episode we go live, and when we go live, everyone expects to see us, and instead of us, it's our 4 wives.
Yeah.
That would be a show.
I don't think you could pay my wife enough money.
Let me tell you what this guy did. There's cabinets everywhere. It's gonna be awesome. Guys, make sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that you could pay my wife enough money to come on this show.
I don't know. I badmouth Mike for free.
Guys, do us a favor. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well as to all the co-hosts' individual channels. Links are in the video description below. Pick up the Super Game Room Dudes merchandise. There's also a coupon code to save money on the Super Game Room Dudes merchandise. Also, if you have a Super Game Room Dudes t-shirt and you want us to show you and your t-shirt off on a future episode, just send me an email to pdubsarcadeloft@gmail.com so we can put you in our next merchandise highlight reel video coming soon. Guys, this has been another fun episode. We had a lot of fun talking with you about games. And Carl, whenever you're ready, send them on their way.
All right, guys, we appreciate you putting up with my bad internet this week. Looks like I got to stick to this computer. We appreciate you guys. And until next time, we'll see you on the web.
Mike, you really did buy the Projectorcade, right?
Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah.
No, he fucking didn't.